God created us all in his image, so that's why Jesus never attacks the people, except the Pharisees and the authorities, who I think were just abusing their position, and that's what he was upset about. But when it came to everyday life, he didn't condemn the Roman Empire. He didn't go around condemning people. He really just looked to solve problems in his regular course of living out a life as Jesus the Messiah. And to me, that's hugely instructful. I was having a conversation with my son this weekend, and for 25 years I used to use the parable of the talents, which we find in Matthew, where the master gives one servant 5 talents, gives another servant 2 talents, and gives another servant 1 talent. And the first 2 servants have doubled what they've done, and then the last servant buries his talent in the ground. And to me, that was very, very instructful in how I viewed my life. But since reading the Bible this year through a different lens and trying to understand specifically how do the principles of how Jesus lived his life apply to me as a business owner, not necessarily just as a husband or a friend or a father, I'm really seeing a different picture emerge, which is that there is instruction to subdue the earth, but not to subdue people. That my job is to go and solve problems in the marketplace, but not try to solve people. And that's been really helpful. And if I'm uh, if I'm able to do that, then I think we move the world towards that kingdom of God that we read about in the Bible. It's a place where um, God is first. Hopefully, we are all living according to Jesus. At least that's what the Bible tells us. And I think striving towards that gives us something more meaningful as business owners to work towards than just accumulating more resources. And so I hope that in Genesis 1, I'd be curious to hear what chaos, confusion, or unmet needs God has positioned me to bring order to through a business. And I'm going to share those thoughts as I go. And maybe it's instructful for you. Maybe it's a question to answer for yourself as well. What chaos, confusion, or unmet need has God positioned you to bring order to through your business? And if you're maybe not a Christian, or maybe you've never considered using the Bible as instruction, then maybe this is your introduction into it, or maybe it will give you something to think about today. And I'm going to try to do this for the next 30 days to see what I'm really doing this for my own benefit. I generally learn about myself by talking out loud. And I figured if I could stream it, share it with other people, that maybe there's something in it for somebody else as well. So hopefully we see you tomorrow.